Hey guys, this is Anthony Morganti. I am MrPhotographer.com. In this video, I'm going to do a review of the K&F Concept TC2335 travel tripod. Okay, full disclosure, K&F Concept sent me the tripod for free for my review. Now, there's two things I like about the tripod, but there's two things I really don't care for at all. First of all, the case. The case is awesome. It's very handsome, very durable material, and the zipper is very robust and smooth. So I really do like the case. The thing is, I never use cases for tripods. I really don't. I just throw them aside. I carry my tripod like this. I put it in my backpack like that. I really don't like cases. Now, the other thing I like about the tripod is the build quality. The carbon fiber tubing is really handsome. It seems really durable. The lockdowns are durable and sure. They aren't super smooth. They're not the smoothest. So they kind of stick a tiny bit, but they are pretty cool. They work well. And as I mentioned, the carbon fiber tubing is really nice. Some stats about the tripod. Folded down, it's 13.6 inches. When it's fully standing up, it's 53.1 inches. And they claim it will hold 26.5 pounds. I would never put 26.5 pounds on any travel tripod, and definitely not this travel tripod. Because, let's talk about the couple things I don't like. Well, first of all, it really has nothing to do with the weight you put on it. It's the legs themselves. They're two-position legs. And when you push them out, on some tripods, not all, as you would put it out, when it hits the first position, these little locks will spring back and lock. And then you could go to the second position and it will spring back and lock. Well, you have to manually push these in. So you have to manually go in and push each of those in to get it to lock. So there's one position splayed out. And then if you want to go to the next position, you have to pull it and press those in to go into the next position. So I don't care for that. Now, it is a 5-section tripod, and I mentioned that the lockdowns work well. They aren't the smoothest, but they do work well. So we'll bring it all the way out here real quick. And like that. And you can see they're close enough together where you could use one hand to unlock them and pull them right out. Now, I mentioned it's like 53.1 inches tall, which is about, average for a travel tripod. But the other thing I don't care for is the ball head. Now, the ball head itself does have a level on it, a level here, and it has a compass over here. There's also another level on the tripod down here. So it's got two little ball, bubble levels. And the head itself, it has one knob. Even like the cheapest tripod you might see, they'll have two knobs. One that controls the ball head itself, and another one for panning. This has one knob that does everything. I don't like that. I can't get past that. I'm kind of frustrated because really, K&F Concept came close to creating the perfect travel tripod. But the ball head really is bad, for me at least. Now, I could see a scenario where some people might like the ball head like this. For example, you're a wildlife photographer, you have your rig on here, you may want it loose, that way you could pan and tilt and follow your wildlife very easily, so it's kind of a cheaper version of a gimbal. And then when you want to lock it down, you have one knob, you just have to spin it in to lock it down. So I could see a scenario where someone might like the ball head. Personally, I don't. Now, it is an Arca Swiss type plate, which is nice because, at least for me, because all my tripods use Arca Swiss, kind of a standard, pseudo-standard of one of three kind of standards in the industry that, because Manfrotto has their own, Vanguard has their own, and then there's Arca Swiss. So Arca Swiss is nice. All my tripods have Arca Swiss, so that's cool. I could use any base plate that I own will fit on this tripod. Beyond that, like I mentioned, it's decent. I probably will use it, but I would never ever in a zillion years put 26.5 pounds on it. I would never put one of my DSLRs on it. I use a Nikon, mostly using my Nikon D850. It has battery pack on it that I never take off. It's a really big heavy. I use, quote, the professional lenses like 24 to 70, 70 to 200. Lenses on it that are big and heavy. I wouldn't trust it on here. But I would put my mirrorless Fujifilm cameras on here and my Nikon Z6 in a second. I think it's fine for that. So the world is going to mirrorless, so this would work well for that. So like I mentioned, I'm kind of frustrated because really they did come really close to creating the perfect travel tripod. I mean, this thing weighs less than 2 pounds. It has a little hook here so that you could hang, something on there to add a little additional weight for stability. So, your camera bag or your backpack on there. But other than that, the build quality is great, but I just can't get past this head. Now, I could probably live with these little locking mechanisms. As a matter of fact, I have a Mi Photo tripod that works the same way. You have to manually push those in. But with that said, maybe it's for you. I don't know. In the description below the video will be a link to Amazon. It is my affiliate link. So if you want to check it out there, go ahead. It runs around $130, a couple pennies less. That's it. That's my review of the K&F Concept 2C2335 travel tripod.